Hey, it's Doug Cunnington, and welcome to this lesson for Multi-Profit Site. You're probably pumped to get to all the materials so you can get started on your niche site that brings in hundreds or thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars per month. I know you are because I remember what it was like when I got started on my first site. But some of you are probably thinking, I'm starting from scratch. I don't have a niche yet. I can barely use a keyword research tool. I'm afraid that most of the good niches are already taken. Or I'm not a great writer and I have no clue how to get traffic and I don't want to get penalized by Google. I can totally relate because I started right there with you. When I first got started in 2013, I listened to a podcast that opened my eyes to the online world. And I quickly realized that I needed to understand keywords and search engine optimization, email lists, copywriting. I need to know how to hire VAs and use WordPress, which I never even heard of at the time, and the list goes on. And I was sitting in the front car of the niche site roller coaster. One day I'd be thrilled about a new thing that I learned, and then the next day I would be totally bummed out because the blog or podcast episode that had taught me that thing was really out of date. And I found myself thinking, I wish there was a step-by-step course that walked me through all the steps, a course that just made it simple. And that's why I created this course. There's a massive amount of information on niche sites. Some of it's great and a lot of it is garbage. There aren't many courses that address multiple profit streams. Obviously, an important component of sites coming out of this course, and I've taken all that I've learned about niche sites and content and SEO, and I've distilled it down. I applied the 80-20 rule relentlessly and got rid of all the unnecessary tasks. Then I applied my project management expertise to create an easy to follow step-by-step system and created the course that you're watching right now. It's the course I wish I had. Now, one of the hardest things when you don't have a step-by-step system is figuring out what to do next. It's a frustrating situation. And maybe it's because you're trying to use a series of blog posts or podcasts to figure out what to do. The great part about the course is that every lesson, every step is laid out in a linear fashion. And that just means you'll be working on the tasks in order. Well, it means you'll never be left thinking, what should I do next? You'll know what to do and when you should do it. And most importantly, you'll have the exact tools and training needed to implement it. And then when you're done, you can move on to the next step. Now, if something doesn't work, that probably means you didn't finish the previous step or something that you should have worked on before. I've worked hard to put together a course that's easy to use and follow. You may still have some concerns, so let's talk about some of those common concerns. What if I don't have a niche yet, or even any keyword ideas? You don't need to worry. I go over brainstorming and generating ideas that you never knew existed. You'll also learn some ninja keyword research methods and choosing a niche while taking into account the multi-profit streams. I'll show you the keyword golden ratio that guarantees you'll be creating content for a niche that people are starving for. What if I haven't created a website before? I didn't even know what WordPress was when I got started with my first site. Luckily, it's very easy as long as you have a computer with an internet connection, which you obviously do, and you can set up hosting in about 5 minutes. It's crazy, but it's true. You can literally use the one-click WordPress install. And I'll talk about the details you need to know, like what plugins you should have, or at least what I use, and things to do to make sure your site loads fast. You don't have to be a web designer to have a great-looking website with the excellent themes that are available out there. What if I don't know how to write product reviews or informational how-to posts? In the content unit, I show you how to write great reviews that converts website visitors into buyers. And I show you a few classic informational content formats that make it easy. You'll get an easy to follow template that you can use to make reviews super simple to complete. It's very straightforward. The templates are great, so you can write reviews faster, and even better, you can give the template to a freelance writer so they can write the reviews for you. Now you may be thinking, what if I don't know how to hire people online? Well, you're going to have your mind blown because I have the templates and job aids to take out the heavy lifting. Now, working with people is challenging. It always is. And I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that hiring people is a walk in the park and easy all of the time. But with the right tools and an open mind, you'll be able to hire people with ease to help you publish content on your site without getting stressed out. Trust me. What if I don't know how to get traffic or build links? SEO experts like to keep a sort of shroud of mystery around getting traffic and building links. There's all this misinformation out there, and it turns out it's not really a mystery. I cover the critical promotion and link building strategies that you should complete to get traffic. The good thing is the traffic methods that I teach are effective and simple. Some of it's blog commenting, some of it's networking, and some guest posting. And guest posting, in my opinion, is the best way to get white hat links that Google actually likes. So I can show you the right way to promote your site and network and get backlinks so that you can get traffic to your site. Some other people are worried about, what if no one comes to my website? If you follow the steps that are in the course, then you should get traffic heading to your site. If not, it might mean you need to look at your work, like the keyword research, and make sure the metrics are what we outline for a successful niche site. And I'll share those metrics that seem to work well historically, and you probably don't need nearly as many keywords as you think. So if you feel like a beginner right now, that's cool. If you felt overwhelmed before when you tried to start a site, relax. Everyone starts out as a beginner and they push through that part, and you will too. I'll show you what you need to know and when you need to know it, so you can focus on the things that you need to focus on at the right time. See you in the next lesson.